Hey, Newmarket Aurora, it's Dawn Gallagher Murphy here, and I'm your MPP for Newmarket Aurora. Exciting day here in Aurora because we're here at Neighbour Media in their podcast booth, and I have the honor of having here with me the most honorable Graham McGregor, who is our Minister of Multiculturalism and Citizenship. First off, Minister, welcome to Newmarket Aurora.
Oh my gosh, thank you. And I want to make sure we got that on record. Most honorable. And so I love being in Aurora. A lot of my family growing up, a bunch of my cousins and aunts and uncles lived out here. So I used to come to Aurora every Christmas. My Uncle Dave's house. Yeah. We'd come and it's good to be here. It's good to be here for work. And it's a beautiful part of the world. I mean, I'm a Brampton boy, so we got to represent Brampton, but Aurora is a beautiful place, and it's special to be here.
Excellent. Well, thank you for coming out. And today we're meeting with different groups in our community, and we just had a wonderful meeting with NACA, which is the Newmarket African Caribbean
Caribbean Association.
Thank you. You did it for me. NACA, as well as the Aurora Black Caucus.
Yes.
And both two amazing organizations in our community who are doing great things day in and day out to really create a more inclusive and equitable community right here in Newmarket, Aurora. Some of the things that we were talking about with them really about facilitating how we can have culturally inclusive, culturally acceptable community. And I wanted to get your feedback on some of the programs that our government is doing to really help our youth to think about healthcare, mental health for youth, as well as creating a more inclusive Ontario.
Yeah, and it was brilliant to see these two organizations, the Black Caucus and NACA, really stepping up to support Black families across York Region, and particularly Newmarket and in Aurora. When we talk about building the best province that we possibly can and growing our economy, it's important that everybody gets a share in that. And that includes Black families and Black individuals in Ontario. We've got a few programs that we're looking to continue on and I think are showing really good outcomes. One that I want to talk about is the RAISE program, the Racialized
Excellent.
and Indigenous Support for Entrepreneurs.
Yep, great program.
And this is a fabulous program. Last year, we got 2,200 applications.
Wow.
So we were able to support 500 of them, entrepreneurs across Ontario who not only got access to government funding, $10,000, up to $10,000 in a grant, but also 10 weeks of training and going through a course. So they're learning, how to do commercial leases, how to, manage a payroll, how to optimize your online presence and all these kind of things to really support the entrepreneurs. 501 participants in the program, 97% of them completed the program.
Excellent.
Of the people who completed the program, their business annual revenue increase an average of $60,000 a year.
Amazing.
Which not only, so you think about that 10 to 60 ratio, right? That 1 to 6 ratio, but you think about that year after year after year after year. And over half of them ended up hiring new people. So that's creating jobs in our communities. Just a fabulous program that, doesn't exist if we don't have strong community partnerships and if people don't apply. So we will be launching the RAISE program later at the end of the summer. And stay tuned. We'll be encouraging people to apply for that program again for next year.
Excellent. And I'm looking forward to young entrepreneurs right here in Newmarket, Aurora, applying for that. We've had a few successful recipients over the past couple of years. So I'm looking for more, Minister. So if I could do my advocacy there, thank you.
Newmarket Aurora entrepreneurs have a very good MPP.
Yes.
So I'm sure they'll be well represented when it comes time for applications.
Excellent. Thank you. And something else I wanted to share with our listeners listeners today is about our veterans. Big here in Newmarket, Aurora, we have the Aurora Legion, Royal Canadian Legion. We have the Newmarket Royal Canadian Legion, and we also have the Newmarket Veterans Association. All three of them are really active in our community, doing all kinds of great work, not just for veterans, but beyond veterans. But let's talk a bit about our government and what we're doing for veterans, because I know we are big supporters. So maybe you could elaborate a bit on the latest initiatives that we've taken.
Big time. Well, when you think about people that served our country, defending our country, I don't know if we can ever properly thank them, but we can sure as heck try.
Yeah.
And this government's doing that. I'm actually on my way after this stop in Aurora today. I'm off to Angus, Ontario, to the UN Peacekeepers Park, and speaking with the association there and some of the heroes that have kept not only Canada safe but the world safe, and put their lives on their line and their health on the line in order to do that. We are we're always looking for ways to help and ways to do this better. In Ontario, in the legislature last fall, I was honored to table and pass on behalf of Michael Ford. I was the acting minister at the time, the Honoring Veterans Act, which did a few things. One, brought in a new award that we're rolling out this year through the Royal Canadian Legion. Nice. For community service of veterans when they come home. We need to commemorate veterans for their service while in service, but we also need to remember that their lives doesn't end when they leave service. When they transition to civilian life, there's some fabulous stories of veterans that have done truly amazing things in our community, and we want to make sure that's recognized.
Yes.
That award will be rolled out this fall.
Excellent.
We also brought in initiatives around the Soldiers' Aid Commission. So we expanded that from $2,000 to $3,000 a year, support for veterans for things like crazy moves or costs that come up that are kind of unexpected. And we made it more accessible. It used to have to be that you showed every charity, every avenue for funding, that you'd gone through all of that before Ontario would fund you. Well, now we've made it so as long as you've gone to the federal government through Veterans Affairs Canada, and they haven't been able to fund you, we will step up and fill the gap. So it's massively, we're hearing great support for that. Great work by Minister Parsa and Laura Smith over at that ministry doing that work. Also free GO Train service for active service members and for veterans. GO Trains. And I was just down at the Navy Reserves down at the Toronto waterfront yesterday, HMCS York. They're telling me it made a huge difference for engagement, enrollment. I spoke to one reservist who said, it's $15 a day that they're saving now, just commuting. Right. Yep. And you think about that over a week or weeks or months, it's just massive savings. And again, rooted in that idea that we can never thank people enough for serving, but we can try. Yeah. And so we're looking forward to putting more initiatives in this fall that continue that effort to make sure that we honor those individuals who put their lives on the line to keep our country safe.
Wonderful. Thank you. And I want to reiterate our thanks to all our veterans, even right here in Newmarket, Aurora, for all the work and the service that they've done to protect our country. And we could never thank them enough. So anything else you'd like to talk about, Minister, while you're here with me today? I do know we're going to be going into another meeting with another group, but any final thoughts on multiculturalism or what we're doing as a government to support all our community members?
And I know we're going to, I guess first thing is what a fabulous MPP that Newmarket Aurora has, Don Gallagher Murphy.
Thank you.
We're going to a meeting with the local Ahmadiyya Muslim Youth Association, do fabulous work raising money for healthcare all across Ontario. Any community that has a Ahmadiyya Muslim community involved knows how lucky they are. We certainly are in Brampton, where I'm from. They raise money for the hospital, for foreign aid. They run a food bank that helps so many of my constituents that are experiencing food insecurity. Just fabulous people. I think on multiculturalism as a whole, and I think what my goal is in the ministry is we want to build an Ontario where everyone can succeed, and everyone can be proud to be Ontarian and Canadian. You know, the beautiful thing about where we are is, you know, I can be proud of my Scottish and Irish heritage, and I can be even more proud to be a Canadian. You know, there's no conflict between being proud of where you're from and being proud of where you're at. You know, and when you look at what we're doing in Canada and in Ontario right now is remarkable. You've got people praying on, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all different days of the week, coming from all different places around the world, and we're all in this together. And it's something that really hasn't been tried in human history. You know, like and think about if we get this right.
Yes.
You know, what an impact that'll have on the world, and what an opportunity that is. And I would say, you know, whether you pray on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you speak, you know, English or Tamil or Arabic or Cantonese, you know, you're still Canadian, and the 401 is still going to be backed up. You still got to shovel your driveway, and you're still going to be in a neighborhood where we look out for each other, because we are in the best province in the best country in the world, and the reason we are those things is because we look out for one another. We're all part of that one Canadian family.
I agree. I think we are the envy of the world, and it's because we welcome people in our communities. We are true community builders because we welcome everybody into the fold. And I think that's so important. Well, thank you very much, Minister, for being here today with me and my community members. As you can see, there's a lot of love to go around in this community, and I appreciate you being here and hearing what people have to say, because it's important so that we can take that back to Queen's Park, and it helps inform policies that we are doing. But most importantly, you are, besides learning, you are taking action. And we see that as well with the veterans bills that we are doing. So thank you so much. Thank you for spending the time here, and look forward to welcoming you back someday soon.
Amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.